And you know that feeling. So you can make people feel that same warmth. What's up, my dear friends of the world? Paul the trombonist here. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a very important skill to implement in your life that when you start using and you start utilizing and being aware of it, you're going to start to notice that people will be attracted to you like a magnet. Dale Carnegie said, "There's nothing more sweeter than hearing the sound of your own name." And it's true. When you hear the sound of your own name and when someone addresses you with your name, how does that make you feel with that person? Especially when somebody that may be new in your life that you do not know, they start addressing you by your name. And then have you ever been in a situation where you almost feel guilty because you forgot their name and they knew your name? And how do we do this? How do we make it so we always know someone's name? Well, I may not be the best in the world as far as memorizing names, but I'm pretty good at it. And it's something that is not just a natural instinct, it's an awareness. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what I've discovered on retaining those names in your brain, so when you are around other people, they will be attracted to you like a magnet and feel a lot of rapport with you. And why is that beneficial? Well, that's beneficial to establish relationships in life. Life's all about relationships, and the more we can establish these relationships, the more we can propel ourselves forward with these relationships. And you want to have a very good relationship, so don't go anywhere. Oh, and at the end of the video, we're going to introduce my good friend Mr. Banana, and he's going to tell you the magic word of the day, which people have just been freaking out about. All right. So, we're now talking about how to retain someone's name. There's nothing more sweeter than hearing the sound of your name. Dale Carnegie, famous quote. How do we do that? Well, it all starts with an awareness. The awareness is we need to zone in when we are about to meet somebody for the first time. We need to first say in our minds, I'm going to remember their name. What is their name? I'm going to remember their name. What is their name? And as soon as they tell you their name, it is so key that you repeat it back the instant they tell it to you. So if they said, "Hi, my name's Susan," you say, "Susan, pleasure to meet you. My name is," like that. Or you say, "Susan," right? And you ask them if you got their name correctly, if it may be more of a challenging name. That's the first step. As soon as you say their name the first time, you then need to say the name on average about 4 or 5 times after, within the course of that first meeting together. So it doesn't really matter how long that first meeting is together, but if you say the name about 4 or 5 times during that initial meeting, you will be able to retain this name in the future. It's just how the brain works. We can download a lot of things inside our mind. It's kind of crazy how much you can put in there. And you'd be surprised. It all starts with that awareness. And once you have that awareness in place, you're going to be able to retain that name for the rest of your life anytime you meet this person. So you first are introduced to the person, they tell you their name, and then you say, "Nice to meet you," repeat their name back, or name correct to clarify that's the name. Then you're having a conversation. And then you need to say the name about 4 or 5 times. So how do you do that without being weird? Well, you can say, "Susan, I have a question for you." "That's interesting, Susan." It's just very nonchalant ways like that you can really just retain the name. If you're getting anything out of this, the first step is you have to have an awareness of it. And a lot of people will say,
"I'm really good with faces, but I'm not good with names."
Well, everyone's good at faces. That doesn't really mean much, okay? Everyone's good at faces. So look, awareness. Repeat the name back right away, right after they tell you it the first time. In that first meeting, you're going to say the name between 4 or 5 times. The first greeting, you repeat it back, and the sign off, there's 2 times right there. You say, "Nice to meet you, such and such name," right? That's 2 times right there. So you only got to really fill it in 3 times in between there. And it's very simple. Someone's name's Joe. "Joe, so where did you come from?" "Well, where were you born?" Like simple things like that in the conversation. Instead of just saying the question or asking the question, address them with the name first. And you will find that there is a certain type of feeling that really gets sparked inside of you when you are addressed by your name. And you know that feeling. So you can make people feel that same warmth when you address them as well. And you will find that you will be able to really build that rapport in these relationships that will help your life. All right, guys, if you're new here, I want to welcome you. My name is Paul the Trombonist. We're going to get to Mr. Banana in a second. He's going to word of the day. If you found value in this, all I ask is for a like for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe with the notification. Subscribe for the notification so I can give you more value in the future. All right, so now we're going to get to Mr. Banana, and he's going to give you the word of the day. Oopsie. So, Mr. Banana, what is the word of... If you're not familiar with this guy, he's cool. He's my banana. His name's Mr. Banana. What's the word of the day?
Have you ever played the game telephone? I used to play it in the past.
Okay, so if you caught that, all we ask is that you leave that in the comment section, because crazy things start happening when you leave that in the comment section. Oh my gosh, when you leave that in the comment section, crazy things start to happen. I will personally like some of these comments, I'll reply to the comments and all this stuff. And if you're interested in how to grow an online business with something you love to do, kind of like how I've done with my trombone playing and my music, I have a free class up right now. If it's in the link in the description right now, then it's still up. I'll put that in there for you, for those that are interested in doing that. And subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Wishing you the best. This is Paul the Trombonist and Mr. Banana, wishing you a great day.